Okay, here we go again. Now, I shared one of my favorite methods of strength training already this week. Here is another one. This one's a bit more abstract, but it's one of my favorites that I use probably half the time, you know? But here it is, guys. Free, for free. Call this the farm method. Okay, it's very similar to the concepts of grease the groove, but it's hard. The intensity is high. Okay? Now, some proponents of this method, Paul Anderson, the strongman, Bud Jeffries, also strongman, RIP to all three of these legends. Jasper Benincasa, the calisthenics master, have all used a method such as this. I'm not going to say it's the only thing they did, but this is where I got the idea from. It's essentially going to be micro workouts throughout the day, working up to a near max effort. Okay. Now it's going to be a max effort as in maybe a single, maybe a triple, maybe 5 reps, maybe freaking 20 reps. Okay, it's important when you use this method to not only switch up the rep range, but also what exercises you're doing. Typically, you'll want to do 1 to 3 exercises per day. I usually do 2. Okay, if I'm using this method, I might do 1 exercise in the morning, focus on that, get some food in me, and then in the evening, focus on another exercise, or in the afternoon, for example. Now, it's going to work best, especially if we're going for max efforts, like singles or doubles or triples, to not repeat that effort for that exercise for 7 to 12 days. Let your nervous system chill out and work on another movement in the meantime. Okay? The benefits include little fatigue despite the high volume and intensity. Okay, now you're probably thinking, how the crap am I going to have a high volume and intensity but little fatigue? The thing is, guys, with this method, think about a farmer. Think about Paul Anderson, strongman. Worked on his farm all freaking week, you know, all day, all night. But every half an hour or so, he would take a short break, do some heavy squats. Okay, take a short break, do some heavy deadlifts. Okay, do some heavy whatever, lift weights for like a minute, and then get back to work. But think about all the active rest he had in between. Okay, we're talking about 1 set every like half an hour, guys. It's gonna be hard to get freaking tired if you're having that much rest between sets. Now, if you're doing really hard labor, it might be difficult to do, but think about just walking around, maybe carrying some things, stuff that's like light cardio, basically, all day. Then every maybe, again, 15 to 30 minutes or something, take a break, do something intense for a minute, maybe even not even a minute, maybe like 10 seconds of something intense. So lift, maybe some calisthenics, anything. I mean, you hold a back lever, freaking deadlift something, whatever it is you want to do. Imagine having all of that rest. So even if you go near maximum effort on that thing you're doing, I mean, rest a freaking half an hour, get back to it. You can probably replenish all of your freaking ATP, all of your energy reserves, and then some. And be able to maybe even lift heavier next time. Okay? Eventually, down the line, you'll find that that might be the best effort you got for the day. Go ahead and stop there. Don't overreach. Try to continue. Okay, stop there. Maybe don't do it again for literally a week or more. Okay, back when I was doing these single arm deadlifts with the was like a 2.5 inch dumbbell or whatever. I trained that basically just heavy singles throughout the day. Okay, I work from home, able to take, a 20-second break every now and then. Freaking do a lift, either arm, go back to work, maybe 10, 15, 20, hell, even 40 minutes later sometimes, depending on what I got going on. Take another little break, add a little more weight, work up all the way to the heaviest single I could do. Okay, and I kind of just judged by my form. If my form was a little shaky, that's when I stopped. Okay, I did that sometimes not even once every 2 weeks. I think the longest rest I took was probably like 13 or 14 days between sessions. And still, over a period of probably, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months, I went from basically lifting like less than 100 pounds with one arm on that lift to lifting like 220 pounds or something. Insane. And I had very little fatigue. If I tried it again the next day or something, wouldn't be able to do it, obviously. But again, we're talking about essentially a little micro workout. It's not even a workout really. It's more like just one set at a time. I don't even know what we'd call that, but that's essentially it. And I mean, you can do this with anything, any kind of strength exercise, or hell, even some kind of endurance exercise. Let's think about just doing a set of push-ups. How many push-ups can you do? I don't know, like 50, 60 reps. Give it like a minute or two. Boom, you're done. You're done for the week. Okay. Come back half an hour later, hell, even an hour later. Do squats or something. How many freaking squats, how many lunges can you do? Take your, 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, whatever you have, get it done, So not only can you increase your strength, you can increase your freaking muscular endurance with this kind of method, okay? Just all little micro workouts or one set at a time. Now, obviously this works well for people who are entrepreneurs, contractors, stuff like that. Teleworkers, people working from home. It's gonna be good for you guys. Or hell, think about stay-at-home parents. Watch your kids all freaking day, but let's say you got a freaking, I don't know, 1-year-old at home. Eventually the little guy's gonna take a nap. As soon as that happens, bust something out. Or let's say, hell, if you have time for a bathroom break, the kid's occupied watching TV, playing with his toys or whatever. If you got time to take a piss or a shit for a few minutes, you got time to do one set of whatever. That's the kind of idea, guys. The thing is, if you're a very active person in your job or throughout the day, you're not going to really need any kind of like general warm up. You're going to be warmed up from freaking chasing the kid around or doing whatever physical labor you're doing, whatever it is. Or you can simply, again, choose 1 to 3 exercises, and each set, just make it a little more intense to last until you work up to a fully intense, near max effort set. Might take 3 hours, 4 hours, might take all freaking day, but you'll get there eventually. Okay, you're not gonna freaking, your nervous system, guys, is gonna be good for quite a while. Okay, you don't need to take like, oh, I got, in half a minute I gotta do my next set. It's like, nah, man, you can literally do your next set in like half an hour, hell, even an hour later. And you'll probably be still warmed up nervous system wise, be able to perform better is the last set. So that's the idea of this one, guys. Again, a little more abstract. It might not be for everybody, but works well for me. When I'm working from home, especially my days not just like constantly busy, I have a little downtime every now and then, you know? Do a little something here and there. So give that a try if you want. This is the farm method. Peace.